Good evening and welcome to Sunset News on this Monday evening. As always, we bring you news, community stories, economics, weather, and sports. I am Aina Kweyo. In the news tonight, with just over a week before the general registration of voter periods ends, eligible voters in the populous Ohangwena region have been more responsive when it comes to voter registration. Statistics from the country's electoral body indicate about 70% of eligible voters in the region have registered to vote during the November polls so far. Out of 149,897 eligible voters, 104,880 eligible voters have already registered. Omsati and Oshana regions are in second and third place respectively, with 69 and 68% registered respectively. The lowest numbers were recorded in Omaheke, where 51% of the eligible voters visited registration stations, followed by Hardab at 52% and Zambezi at 54% respectively. In the Commerce, where the largest number of eligible voters amongst all regions resides, only 57 of the eligible 315,957 voters registered so far. This translates to 179,939 people having registered by 13 July. The Electoral Commission of Namibia urged eligible voters to register because there will be no extension. There will be no extension for voter registration period, and there will be no supplementary registration of voters in 2024 due to limitations within which the Commission is required to finalize the provisional voter register for display, inspection, and objection. Based on the ruling by the Electoral Tribunal and Electoral Court, the Commission is urging eligible voters to register in constituencies where they live, ECN's Chief Electoral and Referenda Officer Peter Sharma said. Now moving over to our next story. Ahead of the watershed presidential and National Assembly election scheduled for November, Health Minister Kalumbi Shangula at the weekend, whilst addressing former liberation struggle medics, told them to be vigilant as there is an onslaught of dethroning Liberation Movement administration. Shangula, who is a SWAPO member, made the remarks during the former People Liberation Army of Namibia Plan Medics reunion event that was held in Ongwediva. Over 200 former Plan Medics who are now veterans of the liberation struggle attended the event. The event was also attended by former First Lady Penehubi Pohamba, retired Defense Forces Chief Epaphras Denga Ndaitwa, and Martin Shali. We should never allow our revolution to be hijacked. We must understand that there is an onslaught on the former liberation movement and administration, Shangula said. We have never been forgiven, even when we see people paying lip service that they want to help you. Deep down, they are angry because we have liberated this country and now they do not have leeway to exploit you. Remain vigilant as you have always been, and we look forward to the 2025 when we inaugurate a new SWAPO government and its presidential candidate. Moving over to our next story. The O&L Group, through WUM Property Pty Ltd trading as Pick n Pay Namibia, owns and operates 19 Pick n Pay's branded retail stores in Namibia under a franchise agreement with Pick n Pay South Africa. The O&L Group, through WUM Property, has given notice to terminate the franchise agreement with Pick n N Pay South Africa by the 30th of June 2025. These strategic decisions align with the ONL Group Vision 2029 Aspiration 7 team. Executive Chairman of the ONL Group stated, "Our priority has always been to serve our Namibian customers with excellence and to contribute positively to our local economy. We have formally notified Pick n Pay South Africa of our decisions and are committed to a 12-month transition period effectively the 1st of July 2024 until the 30th of June 2025 to ensure smooth and orderly transition. During this time, we will focus on minimizing any disruption to our employees, customers, and business partners. Change is only constant, and we believe this change will bring growth and innovation. ONL is committed to retail, and we are exploring the best way forward to create consistent value-added retail experiences, ultimately benefiting all stakeholders. While we appreciate the long-standing partnership we have had with Pick n Pay South Africa, we are confident that the decision aligns with our commitment to being more customer-centric and Namibian market-oriented business, staying true to our essence of being authentic, caring, and passionate. We look forward to embarking on this transformative journey." And in our final story, the Captain Christian Monta of the Logos Hopes expressed his heartfelt thanks to the people of Namibia. It's the last night of the Logos Hope in Port of Selfish. That was last night as they departed this morning to Angola. He made these remarks at the thank you reception hosted on board on the ship. Have a look.
It's not normal that you are so welcome in a country like this, yeah, and then you have done it. I wish that we could stay longer. I wish that I could just let it be, shut the shop, and yeah, guys, let's continue this in this place, And I remember I mentioned it in the beginning and the official opening. We were approaching to Namibia, and then it was like the comments that were like, "Sand, what are we gonna do here?" Yeah, sand everywhere. But then, sometimes you go and see places that are so green, so rich, so much wealth, but the heart is not there. And you have the heart. I wrote some words, that I felt about what I felt of the visit here in Walvis Bay and in Namibia. I've experienced friendliness. That's a cliche for you guys. In other places, it's not. And you guys got it in their heart, and you mean it. Yeah, you mean it. And calmness. You can say no, they're easygoing. They're nothing. No, you guys are punctual. You deliver, but you are calm. There's no panic. Yeah, thank you. That problem-solving approach. We deal with Mr. Stevens in immigration, with the agent, with Luciano, and yeah, everything is possible. We just need to make a phone call. Let me connect you with. Yeah. Let me talk to. Do it yourself. And yeah, where do you get that? A helping heart.
In our community talk segment tonight, we discuss distributions of shares.
Connection. It's in the human touch, the feeling of belonging. It inspires us and empowers us, creates clarity from complexity. It starts new conversations, unlocks the power of advice, and makes an impact on your life. At Alex Forbes, we pioneer insight to provide you with advice that connects your decisions of today to your impact tomorrow.
In our community talk tonight, Sketa and Namda, the director Mark Friedman, explains why the company has decided to make a distribution of 150,000 to its share participation trust, saying its workers have been tireless and loyal while attending to their work. Have a look.
We'll apportion it up to all the members that qualify, and we'll be adding it to their salary at the end of the month. So that's a distribution. And again, this distribution this year came at a time where, as I said, the industry is facing many challenges and on a downturn. So it's not that we're sharing in a profit. What we're doing is we're acknowledging the effort and the hard work and their dedication that they've put into the company. Also,
After the break, we return with our story of the day.
eTicket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
In our Story of the Day segment tonight, Miss Namibia 2024 Priska Anyolo says she is still in disbelief that she was crowned and that the hard work only starts now. She plans to partner with organizations and the Ministry of Gender Equality, Poverty and Eradication and Social Welfare to curb poverty.
This is the morning after I've been crowned, and to be quite honest, Namibia, this moment still feels like a dream to me. Ever since they called my name last night on stage, I was in complete and utter disbelief. I worked really hard for this. This is something I've been so dedicated to, so determined to get, but once you have it in your hands, when God has said, you know, the crown is now on your head, I'm still in disbelief. All I have to say is that I'm so full of gratitude. My heart is overflowing with gratitude to my Namibian nation for believing in me, for the judges for seeing my hard work and how badly I wanted this, and how worthy I am of this crown. I knew that before I get crowned, I had to make sure that I'm worthy of the success I'm asking for, because success requires you to be a very different person than you are. You have to become attractive for success to be attracted to you. So I'm glad that I put the work in. It wasn't easy, and it's not even going to be an easy road. The hard work starts now. And I'm very happy about that, because when I started off this journey, I started off with my advocacy called Crowning Gardens, right? This was just one solution to the issue that I'm trying to eradicate, which is poverty, which is currently affecting over 30% of Namibians that are facing multidimensional poverty. And I wanted to do something that would help, stimulate and develop the food security in our country. So Crowning Gardens was just one platform where we implement self-sustainable gardens in impoverished communities. I've begun in Havana. That was my first project, and I'm hoping that I can help the entire community with the greenhouse garden we've currently set up there. And my plan is to, target more impoverished communities around Namibia, and hopefully get to partner up with really huge brands, really huge organizations, as well as the Ministry of Poverty Eradication right here in Namibia. Because if we all play one small part to trying to help solve an issue, I think we can do a lot of work, but it takes a lot of hands in order for us to make that possible. So this is just my small way of making that possible, and I pray to God that I'll be able to truly help my nation, because like I said on the stage last night, this crown is not for Priska Anyolo. It's not my crown. This is Namibia's crown, and I'm carrying all of your strength, your wisdom, your power, your kind words, and your bravery with me. It's not going to be very easy to, try to balance my new career, because once you apply for Miss Namibia, you are applying for a full-time job. I am a social media marketer at Nambur Auctioneers, and my Nambur family has been nothing but kind and supportive to me. I even took some time off just so I could fully concentrate on this. So I have no idea what the future holds for me, but all I know is that my priority is my advocacy. It's the Namibian people, first and foremost. Before I think of myself, my crown, the beauty, the glam, the hard work now has to be put right into action. So let's just hope that God is with me. I know the Namibian nation is with me. And yeah, wish me luck, guys. I hope I make a success of it.
Well, congratulations to our reigning queen. Now, after the break in economic news, green hydrogen pilot projects in Namibia's Central Valley have generated over 200 jobs. Have a look.
Welcome to Namibia, where adventure meets tranquility. With Enjoy, you have access to a wide range of accommodations to suit every traveler's taste and budget. Experience the finest dining and hospitality Namibia has to offer. Booking your dream accommodation is just a few clicks away with Enjoy. Join thousands of happy travelers who have trusted Enjoy for their Namibian getaway. Your gateway to unforgettable Namibian adventures. Visit us today at enjoy.my.na.
In our economic news tonight, the green hydrogen pilot projects in Namibia's Central Valley have generated over 200 jobs and awarded nearly 170 million Namibian dollars in contracts to local, small and medium-sized enterprises. The Trans-Kalahari Manuno one-stop border post targeted for the launch of end of July. Indigenous Business Forum gets government backing after funding halt. City of Windhoek initiates a system audit to enhance efficiency. Namibia Green Hydrogen Program Head of Impact and ESG, Eline van der Linden, said the efforts are part of the ongoing development of the green hydrogen sector, with each job representing a new opportunity in the emerging field. At present, the pilot projects and projects on private land in the Central Valley are employing over 200 people, with approximately 170 million contracted to SME companies for various parts of the build-up of this green hydrogen project. It is early days with each job in this emerging sector, a truly new and additional job, she said. She highlighted that the green hydrogen sector can move Namibia into a higher economic growth trajectory, bringing several Namibian jobs and business opportunities. Economic modeling by McKinsey and Company provides an estimate of 250,000 jobs by 2040. This includes 180,000 direct jobs in the green hydrogen industry and 70,000 direct and indirect and induced jobs from green manufacturing, she said. She said these jobs will train up a new generation of highly skilled workers that will benefit not just the hydrogen industry, but will also be a catalyst for further industrialization across the country in many other sectors. And now let's have a look at our financial indicators. The Namibian dollar trades for 23 Namibian dollars 55 cents to 1 British pound, 18 Namibian dollars 87 cents to 1 euro, 19 Namibian dollars 29 cents to 1 US dollar, 2 Namibian dollars 51 cents gets you 1 Chinese yuan. All commodities have dropped. Gold at 1.02%, platinum 0.2994%, copper 1.92%, and Brent crude oil at 0.94%. And after the break, we return with our international news. Stay with us. In our international news tonight, a number of famous faces have been quick to pay tribute to U.S. President Joe Biden after he announced he will not be running in November's presidential election. Hollywood has long been a strong base of support and money for Mr. Biden's Democratic Party, but in recent weeks, donors had been turning away from the president after a poor performance in a TV debate with rival Donald Trump. Since the announcement, some have publicly declared their support for Vice President Kamala Harris in the race for the Democratic nomination. Talk show host and comedian Jon Stewart called Mr. Biden a legend, while actor Robert De Niro said his decision was an act of shrewd politics and self-patriotism. There is nothing more important for our country than defeating Donald Trump at the ballot box, said De Niro, a fervent Trump critic. Oscar-winning actress and singer Barbra Streisand praised Mr. Biden, saying he could go down in history as a man who accomplished significant achievements in his 4-year term. In a post on X, he helped restore honesty, dignity, integrity to the office after 4 years of lies, crime, scandal, and chaos, according to Star Wars actor Mark Hamill, referring to the former president Donald Trump as time in the White House. And now let's have a look at our weather predictions for tomorrow. Katima Mulilo, Rundu, and Enana can expect a minimum of 13 degrees. Oshakati and Rakana can expect 14 degrees, while Ventuk and Hobabes can expect a minimum of 8 degrees. Hentispai can expect a maximum of 17 degrees, while Rehoboth and Mariental can expect a maximum of 27 degrees, Aranos 28 degrees, while Ludretz at 19 degrees. After the break, we return with a sports package courtesy of Sports Rep.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with tennis news first, and it is at the moment the clay season again. That was after Wimbledon was completed on grass surface, and the reason for the clay season is the Olympic Games. It's going to be played on clay at the Roland Garros venue in Paris, and that will start in a few weeks' time. Two tournaments in the men's division that was played over the weekend finals on Sunday. It was the Hamburg Open, and there it was under Arthur Fils of France. A great win for him. He's the number 5 seed. A great win, beating the number 1 seed Alexander Zverev by 6-3, 3-6 and 7-6. Earlier in the quarterfinal or the semi-final, it was also Fils that beat Sebastian Bias, the number 3 seed, by 6-2 and 6-2. Then also the Swedish Open that was completed, and it was also the final on Sunday. There it was Nuno Borges of Portugal that got the better of Rafael Nadal. He beat him by 6-3 and 6-2. That is Borges to win the title. Good news for Rafael Nadal at least is that he played in the final and got through the whole tournament. He was injured in the first round, after the first round of the Roland Garros tournament, didn't play in Wimbledon, and according to reports he's ready to play in the Olympic Games for Spain, and that will be on his favorite surface at Roland Garros on clay. Moving on to cricket news, the second test was played between host England and the West Indies at Trent Bridge. A win for England. England won by 241 runs. It's quite convincing. It didn't look like that in the first 3 innings. England posting 416 in their first innings. West Indies followed that by 457 in their first innings. And then it was England that set the West Indies 385 to win. And they fell short. They only scored 143 runs in their second innings. The best bowler there, Shoaib Bashir. He's the spin bowler for England. So Bashir took 5 wickets for just 41 runs. And to conclude today's international sports news, it is Formula 1 racing news. The next one on the calendar will be this coming weekend. It's the Belgium Grand Prix on Sunday. The past weekend was the Hungarian Grand Prix, and it was McLaren that won that race. Oscar Piastri winning. It was a 1-2 for McLaren. In the Constructors' Championship, it's McLaren now getting closer to the Red Bull team. It is still Red Bull that leads by 389 points. 59 points back is on 338 is McLaren now, creeping closer to them. Ferrari is in third position. And it was over the weekend, McLaren with the 1-2. It is still in the individual standings. Max Verstappen leading on 265 points, followed by Lando Norris in his McLaren on 189. And then in third position, it is Charles Leclerc on 162. Oscar Piastri, after finishing first in the Hungarian Grand Prix, is fifth on that list now, 149 points. Exciting Grand Prix in Belgium waiting on Sunday. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.
And with that, we've come to the end of tonight's broadcast. Make sure you join Sunset News on Facebook and on all NMH platforms on weekdays, as well as on our website, which is called oneup2.com. Sunset News screens on DSTV channel 285 and GoTV 25 every weekday from 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. And with that, it's a good night.